Welcome to episode 44 of the Mile 62 podcast. I'm your host, Richard Elkins, coming to you from Austin, Texas. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good. I've been busy trying to get back into my running. I'm doing a lot of cross training. As I mentioned in my last podcast, I hurt my right foot. Foot doctor says that I thought I had a stress fracture. This is in early April after one of my races. And I also was doing the 10K a day for about 30 days. In hindsight, that probably wasn't a very smart idea. My body just couldn't handle it. Hats off to those people that do 5Ks every day for a year. And I read another guy did 10K a day for over 100 days. Hats off to them. It's just really tough. If you're racing every month, and I didn't take any breaks. If I had an ultra, I ran 10K before the ultra and then 10K afterwards. I may not run, but I would at least hike it. And I stuck with it. I had the mental fortitude to do it, but my body just couldn't recover fast enough. And I've had a problem in my right foot where right below the ankle bone, there's a nerve center area with basically there's fat and nerves in that area, and my foot doctor says I aggravate that area. And it was weird. I could go running, and the first quarter mile, it almost felt like a sprained ankle but after a quarter of a mile, felt normal. It was really weird. Tried different shoes, and I've been wearing Ultra for a long time, and I also alternate shoes where I'll use Ultra in racing and trails, and I also use Hoke on the road. So I think that's kept me pretty injury-free, but in April I definitely had a problem. So I had to stop running for about 3 weeks. And I did do some biking, and as y'all know, I built up a pretty good garage gym, so I've got my ski ERG machine, which is Nordic skiing, and then I've got weightlifting, and then I've got a Rogue Echo bike, which is a hell of a workout. That's a CrossFit workout. When I first got that, I was like, it's a bike, And these CrossFit guys, they measure the workout on the bike by like 25 calories in competition. And I'm like, man, how hard that can be. I'll tell you what, I'm a pretty good cyclist, but when I get on that Rogue bike, just doing 1 mile, I had to rest. It's quite a workout because you're moving your arms, and it's a fan blade wheel. It's really pretty good thing. I really like it. I've been doing that, and I'm back into running now for, I guess, over 2 weeks. But I had a race last weekend at Spider Mountain, which is in Texas. It's pretty close to my house. It's only 30 minutes away. Really an incredible place. It's got a lot of elevation, especially for Texas, and it's probably the only place in Texas that I know of that has a gondola, like a ski lift. And it's for the mountain bikers to get to the top of the hill so they can ride down. It's pretty bizarre. You see a ski lift in a place that people never ski. Anyways, it's pretty interesting. It's a 4-mile loop where you go up the mountain twice. And it was a horrendous run. The first half especially, very steep. But it was nice when you got to run down. We got to run down some Jeep roads, and you could really get some good speed. My plan was to do the full 12 hours. It was a night race because the mountain bikers would ride there during the day. My plan was to go all night, but I did it for about 5 hours. I did 4 loops, and I just mentally, my body was okay, but I just like, man, this is boring. I don't really, they always say you should have a why you're doing a race, and I don't think I had a why. I didn't have any friends out there that I knew of, and I was running by myself, and it was really, really steep terrain, and I was having to power hike a lot of it, and I was like, man, around 11 p.m., I was like, this is not fun. So I pulled out of it. One of the few races I've DNF'd. I've always been to the mindset that if I have to walk a race, I'll finish it, but I've had a few DNFs and 100 milers, but never on a short race like this. But I wasn't there. I just I'm tired of this. So I did it for 5 hours. It was a heck of a workout. I did over 3,500 feet of climbing and just 15 miles, which is a lot. Great workout. Was sore for a good part of this week, and back into running now and biking. One neat thing was, I did do some filming. I filmed the first loop of the Spider Mountain, which is about an hour, and that's on my YouTube channel. That was quite an experience because I've never run on a difficult trail holding a GoPro, I did pretty well. I was worried maybe I'd trip up or something, but I got the hang of it. I had done a little bit of running with my GoPro before this race. So Spider Mountain, I highly recommend it. Great trails, very polished trails. The mountain bikers, they pay a lot of money. They pay like $300 a year to ride their bikes out there, and they do a really great job. It's right there on the lake, and they've got a gondola. They also have some lodges. It's just a really beautiful place to mountain bike and run. I don't think many people run out there because you have to pretty much do it at night, because the mountain bikers own the place during the day, and there's a lot of them out there. It's unbelievable how many people were out there riding mountain bikes. So probably one of the best places in Central Texas to ride mountain bikes, and definitely one of the best places to run. It was a very hard route. Other thing going on for me is today's Friday. I may go up to Grayford, Texas, in North Texas, and my brother and his wife are running the Possum Kingdom 69-miler. It's called Possum's Revenge. I've done it 2 years ago. Very difficult race, usually very hot, but tomorrow is supposed to rain all day, so I'm still not sure if I'm going. I may go or not. It just depends on if I can get away and the family stays busy. I don't want to leave them too long. But I may go up there and do that and pace him, and then also at night and also do some filming for the YouTube channel. So let's see. Kind of an update on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is Mile62. Appreciate if you check it out, and if you're a user of YouTube, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. It's free to subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I've gotten some traction. Been doing it about a month. My first week I had about 5 or 6 subscribers, and to be honest, that was a lot of my family, friends. And then I started to organically grow. For 2 weeks I was like, man, nobody wants to look at my stuff. I had posted all my podcasts on there, my previous 39 podcasts. It's only audio only. And I had done some videos that I posted on there, and I just wasn't getting anywhere. But finally, after 2 weeks, people said, just be consistent, post videos every day, and you'll have success. And sure enough, I've organically started to grow. I'm, as of today, after 1 month, at 30 subscribers. So I'm happy about that. I've tripled my subscribers, and people are also viewing my videos and commenting on them. So I think after 1 month, I finally feel like I've got a legit channel on YouTube. People are checking it out, and the algorithm is sometimes picking up my videos. I've had 2 short videos, one video that got 500 views, so definitely the algorithm picked it up and put it on their short shelf. Shorts are like TikTok videos under a minute. I've got a bunch of short videos on my YouTube channel, and I've had 2 of them get picked up by the YouTube algorithm, so I was excited about that. But I'm still learning. I've watched a lot of videos on how to do this, how to do that, how to set your channel up where the banners correctly, how to organize your videos. There's so many things you need to know, and it took me a while to figure it out, and I'm getting better on my editing. Right now I've been just using GoPro editing software, which is good for short videos, but for my long videos I really need to start using more professional software, and I plan to download that to my computer and start working with that. There are some of course great software out there. So that's the next stage. I need to start editing my longer videos a little bit better, and I I'm still learning about my GoPro. I've experiencing with the time warp feature yesterday. So there's one short video on my YouTube channel that where I set my camera at shooting shots every 5 seconds, and it created a time warp video. It's pretty cool. And so it made it look like I was zooming my road bike through the neighborhood in like 8 seconds. It's pretty cool. So I'm just learning how to do things. There's so much the camera will do, and there's so much that you need to do in your videos, learning how to do thumbnails and just promoting your videos correctly. I promote them on Instagram and Strava, so I'm learning. It's good fun. It's just another way of sharing my experiences. It's pretty cool, sharing your experience when you run. Like I ran out at Spider Mountain. My family and friends are always like, well, what is it like to do this and that? Well, you can actually see. I filmed one loop, me running around the mountain, and I think some people were quite surprised. They didn't think it was that hard. But I think that's the power of video and also podcasting is you can talk about what you do, and then also people can learn from you. You meet new friends. I've met new friends through podcasting, and then I've also met new friends through YouTube. Some other small YouTubers that talk about running have contacted me, and we have somewhat of a collaboration, sharing these ideas and those ideas, so we learn from each other. So I think it's great. It's a big global world, but that's what I've got going on for me. I'm just really seriously trying to cut weight. I've been working from home for over a year now because of the pandemic, and there's pluses to doing that, but I don't go to the office anymore. I get a lot less activity. Really, the only activity I get is when I occasionally go to the store or take my kids to school, or when I work out. So all that kind of daily activity has been, I guess you'd say, steps or whatever, going to the office, walking around doing that all adds up. But I need to, let me back up a little bit. My next race is Habanero in August. I've done Habanero races many times. I haven't done the 100-miler yet, but I've done the 100-miler during November. It was just called Jalapeno 100. I'm excited about that. But seriously, I need to cut like 15 pounds. And in my mind I know doing 50Ks, 100Ks and less, I'm fine at my weight right now. It's better if I'm a little bit lighter, but I'm fine. But I know that when I'm running the 100-mile distance, I've done 6 and I've finished 3. It's just a really tough distance, as everyone knows. I know I need to drop my weight about 15 pounds. So I've got Habanero in August. And then I've got really my A race, which is Arkansas Traveler, which is a 100-mile race through the Ozarks. That's in October. And then I got Brazos Bend 100-miler in Houston. That's a flat race. Arkansas Traveler through the Ozarks is going to be really tough. I know they have a high DNF rate. And also Habanero, I know the course very well, but the whole race is almost 100 degrees or hotter. So I know that I need to be in really good shape for that too. I've done the 50K, I've done the 100K, and I've done the 100-miler on that course at 7IL Ranch during the late October. I know what it takes. That 10K loop, I've run it over 30 times. But to run it in 100 degrees in August, or most of the days in 100 degrees, that's going to be tough. I need to cut my weight down, get down to really the ideal race weight. I'm a big runner. I'm around 200 right now, but I need to get down in the mid 180s to be ideal for my size. I did put on some weight because I've gained a lot of muscle because I've been working out in the gym a lot in my garage. I love that. But it's increased my weight. But I got some fat to lose. I need to cut some weight, like I said. So my target weight's about 185, and I want to be there by August. So I'm going to work real hard for that. 3 tough 100-mile races towards the end of the year. And if I feel pretty good, I might jump into some of the Captain Carl's races in the summertime. I like those night races, but if I'm not ready, I'm not going to just do it to do it. If I have some friends going out there or I have a good reason to do it, I would jump in. But otherwise, I'm really focused on those 3 100-milers later in the year. So these next few months, I'm going to focus on continue to gain strength, especially upper body strength with the ski erg. That really helps me with my poles. I found that in the last 20 miles of a 100-miler, I use my poles a lot. So it's basically the same Nordic skiing and using your poles in a 100-miler. It's the same movement. And I think that's helping me a lot. And just, doing a lot more of my CrossFit, cross training and biking. So habanero, I'm going to be very focused on trying to do well in that. And then I've got my A race, like I said, Arkansas Traveler, and then Brazos Bend. So anyways, that's an update for me. Hope everybody's doing well. Please check out my YouTube channel. It's really tough. It's tough getting started on YouTube, but I think there's a lot of benefits to it. It's a lot harder than podcasting. And if you help me, check out my videos, subscribe. It really helps me get traction on YouTube. I appreciate it. And, it's just under mile 62 on YouTube. But anyways, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Racing's is going full blast now for everybody. Most parts of the country are opened up. So I wish you the best in your races and enjoy your weekend. If you want to get in touch with me, of course, you can find me at Runner RWE on Instagram. You can DM me on there. And then Strava, most people know me on Strava. You can look me up under Runner RWE or Mile 62 Club on Strava. And then you can always send me an email, runnerrwe@gmail.com. Love to hear from you. If you have some good stories and want to be on the podcast, drop me an email. I'm always looking for ideas for future podcasts. I like to talk to everybody. Well, take care and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.